Hi there, and welcome to Faith in 5, where we believe you can build your faith in just 5 minutes. I'm your host, Reggie Wilson, and I'm back with another exciting episode. Guys, enjoy the weekend. Today is Friday, and I really want to set your mind up for the weekend you're going to have and for the upcoming week. And I wanted to ask you a question first. Does God change his mind? Think about that for a moment. Does God change his mind? Today, we're going to be in the Old Testament. We're going to be in 2 Kings chapter 20, starting in verse 2, and we're going to go straight through to verse 6. Let me give you a little backdrop to the story. It's about a king named Hezekiah. This king named Hezekiah, the prophet Isaiah comes to him and lets him know he's going to die. He's sick, and he's about to die. So pretty much it's about getting his affairs in order. So upon hearing this, King Hezekiah does exactly this. He prays out to God. And remember, does God change his mind? So we're going to be in 2 Kings 20, starting in verse 2. And this is what Hezekiah responds. It says, Hezekiah turned his face to the wall and prayed to the Lord. Remember me, O Lord, how I walked before you faithfully and with wholehearted devotion and have done what is good in your eyes. And Hezekiah wept bitterly. Before Isaiah had left the middle court, the word of the Lord came to him. Go back and tell Hezekiah, the leader of the people, this is what the Lord, the God of your father David says. I have heard your prayers and seen your tears. I will heal you. On the third day from now, you will go up to the temple of the Lord. I will add 15 years to your life. And I will deliver you in this city from the hand of the king of Assyria. I will defend the city for my sake and for the sake of my servant David. Amazing story. So does God change his mind? The prophet Isaiah already goes and tells the king, because the king was sick at this time. And he tells him, look, you're going to die. So what does the king Hezekiah do? He turns to the wall. He weeps bitterly and he prays and he reminds God how he lived his life. Before the prophet goes out, the word of the Lord comes to him and tells him, go back to Hezekiah and tell him this. And he tells Hezekiah, I'm going to extend your life by 15 years. And he's going to do it not because of him, but because he wants to do it and for the namesake of David. David being a man after God's own heart. And I thought about this for a moment. Wow, God actually changed his mind. He actually changed what he was going to do. And I thought about it for a second. Is that consistent? Well, actually it is, because the king ended up dying, right? He had to die. Maybe not at that moment, but 15 years later, he did die. But there's something more to that. You know, I have children. And the one thing about my kids is simply this. I love my kids. I love them. And when they come to me for something and they initially ask me for something, I initially may say no. No, I don't want to do it. No, it's not important. Please, daddy, over and over. They may petition me and I may consistently say no. But guess what? Eventually, sometimes, if it's not that important, sometimes they wear me down. And I says, all right, I'll give it to you. And I end up giving in. And why do I give in? Well, that constant bother, that constant nudge ultimately changes my heart. Because I don't want my kids sad. I don't want them to cry consistently. I don't want them to be upset. And if it's not in danger to them, and it's something I just don't want to do, I might turn around and just do it. Because I love them. You see, the point I'm making is God loves us. Just like me as a parent, or if you have kids, you as a parent love your kids. And sometimes you will extend that grace out of your love. So the question remains, so does God change his mind? Oh yeah, he does. Because he loves us so much. He will go to great depths to show us his love. So in turn, we can love him. So guys, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's Faith in 5. If you like what you heard, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on Faith in 5.